Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on Supergirl. Today we're going to be talking about the latest look at Sasha Calle's Supergirl in the DCEU. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. Okay, so as you guys know, the Flash film is coming out this year. It is currently slated to be released in the US on June 16th, 2023, so that's at the start of the summer. And as you guys know, there's been lots of controversy surrounding Ezra Miller and their ongoing court cases in America and various other places, so they're in a lot of trouble. But that's not the main focus of today's video. That just puts into question when this film comes out, how is it going to be received by everyone, considering the facts of reality that lots of people are going to be swayed by their personal opinions. And of course we should strive to look at the film as a film, but obviously our opinions are going to sway based on what we think, and obviously the facts that have been presented in the media show that Ezra is not very suited to be the Flash, and so that's led a lot of people to question, is he going to be recast? But that's a question that I've answered before in a separate video. You guys can go check that out, it's on the channel. But for today's video, we're going to be going into Sasha Calle's Supergirl, and I know a lot of you guys, like myself, are very excited to see her rendition of Supergirl in the DCEU. Now, we've waited a long time, this has been teased for a long while. I was even there on the set of The Flash in London when they were filming and Sasha was first seen in her Supergirl suit. So that's why I'm excited today to break down some behind the scenes footage that was released, as well as some concept art that shows off Supergirl and Sasha in the suit. So I'm not going to be showing them in the video, but you can pause the video right here and go ahead and look at the behind the scenes video, as well as the concept art, which is going to be in the link in the description below. There's going to be about 3 links that you can go check out. And so first things first, we have to talk about the behind the scenes video. So the behind the scenes video shows Sasha on the set of The Flash, and it's in like some sort of rehearsal. She's just in like normal gym gear or casual wear. There's green screen in the background and there's foam padding on the ground, so that means that she's practicing some of her action scenes, it seems, because, you know, the foam padding suggests she's going to be thrown around. And later in the footage it actually shows her on wires, and so I'm pretty sure this is one of the first times that she has actually flown as Supergirl, and so this is her training that you can see in the footage, and obviously it's very exciting and she seems to be very happy being a Supergirl flying around, although she admits it's hard. And so yeah, this is just a small inside look into the behind the scenes of the Flash film and another look at Sasha Calle as Supergirl, and I think it's going to get you guys even more hyped, because obviously she's not in the Supergirl suit, but just imagine that she's in the Supergirl suit flying, and this is just a little bit of what we're going to be getting in the film. As well, in this video they actually show off a piece of concept art that showcases Sasha Calle's Supergirl on top or out in the atmosphere of Earth, and this is very cool. You get like a whole kind of zoom out effect and you see the whole suit. It looks absolutely awesome. It's kind of a bit more shiny than it is in person. Like when you actually see the suit in those photos, it looks a little bit different. So I'm wondering if when we see her suit in action, are they going to do any touch-ups in post-production? That's my question. Or is it going to actually be like the suit that we saw in the behind the scenes photos? Obviously in some of those behind the scenes photos she is wearing wires because she is flying, and they've been doing a lot of that practically, so it looks a tiny bit strange in some places because there is wires tugging her up into the sky, basically allowing her to fly around. But I just have to reiterate how cool the suit is. I think it's a really good mix of Melissa's Supergirl suit plus the Supergirl that has inspired Sasha's version of Supergirl in the comics. Pretty much exactly looks like that iteration of Supergirl, and yeah, I think overall it's really cool. We got the red cape, we got the blue suit, and it's obviously pants rather than a skirt, so that kind of ties into the Melissa Benoist thing, which I don't think they would have actually done without her actually making that step in the CW version of Supergirl. So yeah, I think the suit is really cool and it's great to get a look behind the scenes. and also at the concept art. And so let's talk about some more concept art that was released. So the next thing that was released was a photo or piece of concept art that showcases the two versions of Barry Allen plus Batman. Obviously that's Michael Keaton's Batman, as well as Sasha Calle's Supergirl in the background. And this is probably the best look that we've had at Supergirl so far. It's very clean, it's very crisp, plus also you can actually see it's Sasha. It's not just someone that's drawn it, like the concept art obviously resembles Sasha, but it is not her. And so this seems like it's actually based off photos, and they've actually cropped and edited and photoshopped it a little bit. This was released a while ago. I'm sure many of you guys have seen it. The thing that will give it away to you guys if you are clicking on links in the description below to the individual posts is the fact that the Barry Allen on this is obviously two versions of Barry Allen, and the main one's in the middle, and the one on the left of the image is obviously looking very different. His flash suit looks quite a lot different. Obviously he's got a different emblem, doesn't have the kind of lightning bolts coursing out of the emblem, plus he is smiling and he looks a bit goofy, but that seemingly is this version of the Flash. But Sasha is there in the background, pretty much consistent with everything we've seen so far. She looks very cool, and I think this only can make everyone more excited. Plus Michael Keaton's Batman is down there looking awesome as always. And so let's move on to the last couple of concept arts. And so we have one here of Sasha's Supergirl, who is standing on a ledge. I don't know who's behind her, but I presume it's Barry Allen. And she's looking over the edge, and her cape is flying in the wind. It seems like they're on top of some sort of grand building. I don't know if this is the version of Wayne Manor that's Michael Keaton's version in the film. But let's move on to the next bit, because the next photo seemingly is a piece of concept art that showcases the way that the Flash and Batman find Supergirl for the first time. And this fits with Flashpoint and what the storyline was in Flashpoint, because if you guys don't remember, Superman, who obviously has been switched with Supergirl for the DCEU film, is found to be in a broken down state. He has been captured, and so in this case you can see Sasha's Supergirl has been captured, and she's basically been discovered by the Flash and Batman, and will be eventually broken out of there and made into the superhero that she's meant to be. This happened in Flashpoint with Superman. He was captured, and they're able to break him out and actually build him back up in order to help them stop Reverse Flash. And so this is what you see here. Sasha's Supergirl is down and very, very weak. She's dressed in like bloodied up, muddy, torn clothing. Like, it's pretty much the opposite of Supergirl, but you can tell she's able to get up because of Barry and because of Bruce. And they obviously step up and save her, and they realize how powerful she is, and she becomes Supergirl shortly after that. But the last concept art that we have is of Supergirl flying up in the sky. I don't know where specifically we are. It looks like it's on top of a building. There's a bunch of satellites. There is also like a rooftop, maybe a helipad or something. And there is 3 people standing there in the distance. Now, we have definitely one of them is Batman, one of them is the Flash, and one is an unknown figure. I don't know who it is, but I presume they're of importance. And so it's curious why Supergirl is flying up in the sky. Is she showing off her powers for the first time, or is she going against Batman, the Flash, and whoever else is down there? Because it looks like she's very much so in an attacking mood. Looks like she's just flown up there by the look of, you know, the kind of streak of air that is shown in the concept art, I guess to replicate movement. And her left arm is pulled back, so it looks like she's about to go in for a punch. So I really do wonder what's going on here. But first things first, look at the costume. The costume looks different. She is not wearing a Supergirl costume. It could be a totally different character. It doesn't have to be Supergirl. I'm sure there's other people who are able to fly in this version of Flashpoint. However, we're going to presume it's Supergirl, and it looks like she's broken out maybe of a hospital facility, because it looks like she's just wearing a robe. You can see her legs are bare. She's not wearing any kind of Supergirl suit, and it looks like maybe she's just broken out in a frenzy and she's now ready to attack everyone using her powers. So let me know your theories in the comments down below. Do you think this image, which again you can see by clicking on the link in the description below, is of Supergirl actually breaking out of the hospital and its early days in the film. Let me know. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously, we are expecting a Flash trailer pretty soon, sometime in February, along with the Super Bowl. Hopefully we get a better look at Supergirl during that trailer. But for now, we will take what we get, and this is obviously very exciting, and it wasn't widely reported, so I just wanted to cover it on the channel and update you guys about all things Supergirl, as we always do. So for now, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, really helps out the channel. Also subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Plus, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video. And for now, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see room.